it is Tanya, and welcome back to the channel. Today I am back for another speed build of yet again another family home, because that's just my favorite thing to build lately. I do really want to do a community lot sometime, and I know I've asked a million times for suggestions on community lots that you guys would like me to build, but if you have any more suggestions, please let me know, because I do want to do that sometime soon. And yeah, but I've been enjoying family homes, and I'm probably still gonna keep building them a lot because they're really my favorite thing to build, because they're the thing I use the most often, even though I haven't been using a lot of these homes lately, because I mostly play with my Let's Play families. I don't do a lot of off-camera play, or if I play any other families, it's on Twitch, when I do stream on Twitch, which is no longer like every Saturday, Sunday. It's kind of when I'm feeling up to it. I do want to get back into a more regular schedule there at some point in time, but I don't play a lot off-camera anymore. Because, I don't know, like, life's been pretty crazy lately. I'm super busy and working all the time. But anyway, I do still build and play my Let's Plays because I think they're so fun to play, and I love sharing, like, stories with you guys, and also playing, like, building houses. It's just, I don't know, I just really enjoy sharing my creations, like, so I'm still really enjoying that. So no worries on that, there's still gonna be content all the time. But anyway, this house was really fun to make. I actually had a family in mind for it, which makes building so much more fun usually, because like you can plan it out for like that exact family, and I played around with it a lot, so you'll see it go through a lot of changes. But this home ends up having an attached garage, 2 bedrooms, and I think only 1 bathroom, if I'm remembering correctly. It has a very small like kitchen space. It's a very small home. But the family that's living here is 2 moms and their toddler son, and I have not made these Sims, but it's the family I imagine, so maybe I'll make them at some point in time. But I imagine that one of the mothers is really into music and the other one's really into gardening, so there's definitely a lot of things around that encompass those 2 hobbies. They also have a cat, so those are things you're gonna see. There's stuff for a cat, there's music things, there's gardening things, and there's a toddler boy's bedroom, so I don't know. I just thought that was a really fun idea. It's definitely, I don't do a lot of musical Sims, and I don't do a lot of gardening Sims. I mean, I do, and there's not too much gardening stuff. It's just kind of like, you know, your average Sims garden. But I did imagine that one of the Sims was a gardener, and we actually added a little garage here. I used the garage door that we got with City Living. I almost called it Cats and Dogs here, and tried to place it like on the against the, what's it called? What is it called? Oh my god. Foundation, so it wasn't like raised above it, and so that's there, and we had a little deck out here because this garage ends up being kind of converted. I didn't place a fake car on the driveway in the front, but that's definitely something you could do. I think that would look nice. But inside here, there ends up being a lot of music equipment and laundry, as well as a kid litter box, so it's just kind of a detached garage that is more so being used for other things now. I think if you moved stuff around in there, technically a car could fit in there if we had cars in The Sims and it worked like that. But I think it's totally fine. I wanted it to be a functional space since we don't really have functional cars right now anyway. I like having the garages I make be functional, like converted garages. Also, you'll see I'm having a lot of issues with the fence here. It's like being really funky, and I decided to just embrace it. There's like one thing missing on the piece of fence that's between the garage and the house, and then over here this was missing completely, so I ended up making it a half wall because there was nothing I could do, and we put a grill. This is the grill. I was like, what is that thing called? There, because I thought that just kind of made sense to me. Maybe that was a part of the fence that was broken and it was replaced with that, or maybe that's there on purpose because it's safer to put a grill against that versus a fence. I don't know, but I just decided to embrace it and be like, you know what, like, I'm just gonna work around it and do something kind of funky with it. So that's what I did, and I have like a full functional outdoor space to chill and have a barbecue. We also, in addition to a washer dryer, we have the clothing line, which I thought was nice. We also add the toddler slide because we do have a toddler. But the monkey bars are nice for when he gets a little bit older. Also added the basketball hoop. I imagined that would be fun. Also, I kind of assumed that that was like on the house when they moved in. I don't know. I feel like I've seen a lot of houses for sale before that have a basketball hoop attached to the house. Like, it came with the house. Like, weird things happen like that. I mean, my great-grandmother's house, like, when they sold it and when she bought it, I'm pretty sure there's a piano in the basement that's just always come with the house because you can't get it out. I don't know how it got in there to begin with. But, you know, quirky things. Not that a basketball hoop is that quirky, but, like, I thought, you know, that's fine because I don't really see either of these Sims being too into basketball, but I really liked the idea of having a basketball hoop on, like, by the garage in the driveway so you can play some hoops. Maybe they will occasionally. I think that'd be really cute. I actually would love to make this family. Maybe that'll be my next current household because it's been ages since I've had a current household. I might make them. Maybe I will. Let me know if you guys would like to see that. Maybe I'll create a sim of this family or something. Or if you guys want to create the family based on the descriptions I've given, I'd love to see what you guys come up with. But this is the garage. We end up furnishing most of this before I even like touch the house. I thought about doing this as like a split level in here, but then I just decided not to. I wanted it to be a completely converted garage, and I'm pretty happy with it, like I said. So we're just gonna mess around with cabinets forever in here and eventually come up with something that looks okay. I used a lot of the stuff from Laundry Day because I think it looks really nice. That sink in particular just gives me garage vibes. So I thought that was perfect for this little laundry room garage situation that we have going on here. Added the shelving that comes with Laundry Day because how could I not? And yeah, just fixing it up in here a little bit. I wanted it to be a little bit messy, and it's not really, but I don't know. Maybe they're clean people. But I didn't put the kitty litter in here until way later because I had this idea that I wanted a cat, but for the longest time I kept forgetting to put cat stuff anywhere. And so I eventually added, we also have mismatched cabinets and countertops here. So we have like these these old countertops that came with City Living. They're like the beat up base game ones, but they're City Living ones because they're beat up. Yeah, they're beat up. And the cabinets are from Jungle Adventure, which I thought was nice. This is the start of having a bunch of music stuff in here because probably don't want to disturb the toddler, so it'd be best to practice some of the musical talents of one of our lovely Sims in the garage. So I put a couple of things out here. I thought it was kind of nice and fun, and maybe that'll become something for that sim. Maybe it won't. We'll see. But this is the kitchen. It's very tiny, but I actually really like what I did with the space because I love a good challenge. And when I realized how weird this room was and I needed to fit a dining table and a kitchen in here, I was like, I don't know what to do. And I messed around with it off camera to try and figure out where the best place in this room would be. And then I was like, I think it'll be over here. I think, like, yes, challenge accepted. We're going to figure this out. And I'm pretty happy with how it worked out in the end. We do end up having usable counter space, which was nice because I didn't place anything on the slots. I, like, placed it with move objects, as you saw, moving the counter out of the way and, like, moving objects back over there. So I'm pretty happy with that. Adding some accessories on the walls, and then we end up adding a giant table over here because I imagine you could probably have company over. It would be nice, and it fits in this space. And you can always move some of those chairs, delete some of them if you download this house, because as a kid, there was only a couple of us in the house, but like we had a table with a lot of chairs. We just kept a couple of them not in the kitchen because we didn't need them most of the time. We would bring them out when we had company, and at some point in time I don't think it's like while we're in the kitchen. I think of it later. I'm like, oh, we have a toddler. Why didn't I add a high chair? So I had a high chair in that missing spot at the table later on. We also have this extra section over here, which I thought was really cute. We put a coffee pot and a couple of other knickknacks over here, which I really like. I think it's a very simple way to add some extra storage and countertops. Granted, all the space is being used over here. Your real cutting space is going to be right next to the sink, which I know it looks like it's full, but it's not. Trust me, nothing is on those slots, so it should be completely usable. So yeah, this is pretty much the kitchen. We're just messing around, changing out that dish rack for a different one. I just really love how cluttered it looks. I love cluttered kitchens. I love cluttered homes in The Sims. It's just so much more realistic to me. And I tried to put a rug here, but I don't think I did in the end. I don't think it worked. And did I keep this room blue? I think I did. I might not have, but I think I did. I also added a fireplace, and I was playing around with putting different tiles here, but what I ended up doing in the end is I ended up putting it back as wood, and then there's that one rug that's actually just concrete. I put that under there, and I think that worked really, really well for the having like stone under the fireplace, so I was happy with that. And I love the layout of this living room. It's so realistic to me the way it's laid out. Like, it's a weird shaped room and there's just a little bit of space behind the couch to get to the back door. I like how it's not a perfect layout, but it's realistic to like family rooms I've seen before, family rooms I've had before, and I'm happy with it. I also really like the couch I used because I never use that couch, but I feel like that's the family room couch and it's exactly what I wanted. I don't know if this family is going to expand anymore. And obviously there's not a ton of room in the house for another bedroom, but you can always add on to it. And since I haven't mentioned it yet, if you guys would like to download this house, it's available on the Sims 4 gallery if you search Griffy or the hashtag MsGryphi, just like every other build I do create. So if you guys would like to grab that, that's where you can find it. Here I am grabbing that slab I was talking about. And we move stuff around in here a bunch of times. I'm trying to think. I think we add like a toy box and stuff behind the blue couch just to kind of have some toys around because we do have a toddler. And by the fireplace, I don't know if I already did it. I think I'm about to do it. We add a cat scratch post for our kitty cat that we keep forgetting about. And I keep occasionally adding an item. And I think all the cat gets is there's a cat scratch post, there's a kitty litter box, there are 2 food dishes, and then there is a cat bed upstairs in the master bedroom, which both bedrooms are very small. But I think they work fine for this family. And like I said, I feel like this home is just really realistic in that aspect, that it has like just enough space for what they need. Everything's very like close together and it just feels lived in to me. And I really like that about this home. I really want to do some more builds where, in addition to doing more community lots like I mentioned earlier, I want to do some more builds that I have a specific family in mind, because I just think I'm a little bit more creative with that family or with that home when I do that. I also really enjoyed that this table had like this extra like layer on it, because I added some of these file boxes and put those on that. It looks cluttered and cute and I like it. And we only have a toddler, but I added a book bag there because I imagined that when they bring him to daycare and stuff, they pack a bag and it's a book bag because it's easier to carry on your shoulder. Thoughts. I don't know why I get so in-depth with like my thought process for some of this stuff, because it's like literally a house for a family I imagined. I didn't even create them, but I have all of these like ideas. I use these little end tables that came with Get to Work. I've never used them before, but I've always wanted to because they're so small, and we need more smaller end tables because the ones in this game are way too big. But this is the master bedroom. It's very purple and very, I wouldn't say it's really girly, but it definitely has a girly-ish vibe if you associate colors with genders and stuff like that, which I for the most part try not to, but to some extent, like, I still have some of those like still drilled into me from when I was a kid, I guess. But I really like this room, even though I'm not too big of a purple fan. I think it's because I don't build rooms that are purple that often, so it's a little different, and I liked the gray with it, because I love gray with everything. We all know this by now. Gray is the best. And then this ends up being the toddler's room, which actually has the big window in the front. There's a lot of windows, and I end up moving things around a bunch of times, and what the bed is now ends up being a bunch of cabinetry, because I figured it'd be good storage, and imagined it could be like a closet and where all the toys and stuff are put together or like held, and diapers, and you need a lot of storage when you have a baby. So I imagine that's what that could be. And I tried to do like a little changing table, but I really wanted this as the base of it, and you'd be able to see the ottoman through it, so I just didn't bother. I hope we get usable changing tables at some point in The Sims 4, because we had them in The Sims 3 and I loved that. And in The Sims 2, couldn't you like bathe your baby in the sink or something? I'm pretty sure you could. I didn't play a ton of Sims 2. I do have it. And I did at one point have a Sims 2 all-in-one Let's Play. I don't know if I'll ever bring that back, but I'd love to bring back a Sims 3 Let's Play at some point on the channel, but that's totally off topic. I wish we had more ways to interact with our babies and toddlers. They've given us more stuff for toddlers and like brought us toddlers and stuff last year, but I feel like we don't have enough for them, even though they are wonderful. I would like to be able to like bathe them in, or like change them on a changing table for the baby. The babies are really what need the most. Toddlers are pretty good, but some of the options overlap for sure. But babies definitely need a big upgrade. But anyway, this is the toddler's room. I thought it came out really cute. I really, really like it. It's blue and green and adorable. And I just had a lot of fun with it. And since I had been thinking of this family, I was like, let's put some rainbow hearts upstairs. Because I really love that decal, and I always forget that it has the rainbow swatch on it, and I thought that would be really appropriate for this build. And yeah, that's pretty much most of the build. What do I have left? We're at 15 minutes, and I still have 2 minutes of footage. What else am I doing? What? Okay. Oh yeah, I tried to make like a side garden. And I don't know what this is. Let's shrink this tree down really tiny. And I just struggled with trying to figure out what we're doing over here. I could have sworn I cut this footage out. I don't remember exactly how it comes out in the end, although we do have a half wall in the front where I put like the mailbox and the garbage can and all that kind of stuff. Because I like doing that. It feels very organized and neat, and I don't know. So I know we ended up doing that, but I'm pretty sure we got rid of all of these bushes. So here we are doing that. Because I was like, what am I doing? So we did this, and I think I changed the color of it like too many times because I couldn't decide, but I'm pretty sure it came out all right in the end. I think it's really nice, neat, organized. I had so much fun because like we had a family in mind, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video as well. And I already mentioned where you can download it if you'd like it. That info is also in the description. We're just adding a couple plants here and there to finish off the yard. It's not too overly landscaped, but I'm sure it's super overpriced anyway because I did not hold back on this. I need to do some more starter homes. I mean, I just did one last week, but like, I feel like, you know, I do a lot of expensive builds. And we forgot about the bathroom, so I had to go back and do the bathroom last minute because I completely forgot about it. I was like, okay, let's take some screenshots of this home. And I didn't even build the bathroom. So that's what we're doing now, but we're coming to the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this and you're new to the channel and would like to join the family, and I will see you all next time. Bye, everybody.